While sleeping, Samara woke up many times. She thought Mum and Dad will move us. Don't worry, but what if no, don't think like that, just shut up, Samara. Samara tried to think of a blank white sheet, and however her mind took over and thought of all kinds of things. Samara thought, I need to go back to sleep. She lay there for a while. Finally, she went back to sleep. She did not wake up in the middle of the night again. She stayed asleep until morning. Soon the next morning came. Samara heard her family up and moving around. She thought, why are they up so early? What are they doing? Samara lay there thinking, I want to go to sleep and never move from my bed. I annoy everyone with my chattering habit. Maybe from now on, I will try to shut up for now on. Samara continued her thoughts. Yes, I need to stop annoying everyone. Every time I have the urge to say something, I will shut up instead. I will also stop volunteering to help people. After all, this is why my family is in the mess we are in. If I did not help the King Owl, we would not be in this mess. Mum and Dad are going to have to go through a lot of effort to move us. Maybe moving will be fun. Maybe even a bigger room. Moving could be fun. Well, maybe. Soon, Samara got up and did her usual routine. As she was eating, she overheard her parents talking. Ida said, guess tonight we will talk about that. However, we need to talk to Samara. Samara thought, oh, they are going to talk to me about what happened. It will be okay, Samara, they just want to help. Ida and Christos came inside the house. Ida said, Samara, you want to move, don't you? Samara nodded and said, yes, that is what I want. Ida and Christos were not surprised at their daughter's response. Christos said, okay. Ida said, now you girls stay here until we move. We don't want the Queen to see you. Samara said, I won't go anywhere. Christos said, it is settled. We are moving. Samara thought, oh, unfortunately, I have put Mum and Dad through more work. Samara said, thanks, Mum and Dad. They said, you are welcome. Samara said, are we going to start packing? Ida shook her head no and said, not until we go look at houses. Ida said, your dad and I are going house shopping today. Excitement and relief filled Samara. Then she followed those feelings up with another, thank you, Mum and Dad. They said, you are welcome, honey. Ida added, now we have to go. They hugged their daughter, then they left. Samara returned to eating. Then she thought, this is wonderful. I will never have to worry about the Queen again. Soon Samara got done eating, then she went to go play. Samara began to play doctors. Samara enjoyed playing for a while. Samara played alone for a while, then her sisters came into their room. Amara got up and walked over to her sisters, and before Samara said anything, Clea said, "Let's go to the living room to talk," and Samara walked to the living room. As she walked there, she thought, "I wonder what they are going to say." The girls went to the living room. Then Samara said, "Did Mom and Dad tell you two not to leave the house too?" Audric said, "Yes," and Samara said, "I am the one she is after. You two are safe." Clea lightly shrugged and then said, "No." Samara looked confused. Clea finished, "A lot of the nymphs here hate our family, so I am not wrong about that." Samara said, "What are we going to do if someone knocks on the door?" Audric said, Clea cut in with, "I will take care of it." Amara freaked out and said, "What if the Queen asks if I am here? What do you plan on saying? I mean, I don't want you to get in trouble because I was stupid for making a staircase." Clea said, "Well, I will say you are not here, because you will not be in the mud room." And Samara said, "Oh, that is genius. She will think you are referring to the whole house. You are the best, Clea." Clea said, "No, I am not." Samara said, "Girls, can I tell you something now that Mum and Dad are not here?" Clea could tell by the tone of her voice it was something bad. Clea tried to stay calm as she said, "Go ahead." Audrica tried to stay calm too. However, it was hard for her. Tamara told them about hurting Arethusa. Audric said she had it coming. Clea said, "Samara, that was not the right thing to do." And Samara said, "I know, but she lied about me. She called me a slut." Audrica got mad and said, "Well, in that case, fuck her." Clea said, "You should have left her alone." Samara was confused as she said, "Why?" Clea said, "Let me tell you a story." Clea thought about it for a moment. Then she started. Once upon a time, a family blamed another family for stealing their bucket because their bucket was in their yard. Then after that, they all went back and forth doing terrible things to each other. She thought for a second, then she continued, "You see, one family broke the other family's eggs, then the other family threw mud into the other family's well. It went back and forth until both families lost everything." Clea thought, "And now for the moral of the story." She said, "But I say to you, who here love your enemies?" Do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. To one who strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also, and from one who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic either. She added, give to everyone who begs from you, and from one who takes away your goods, do not demand them back, and as you wish that others would do to you, do so to them. She restated the point that it would have been better if they would have forgiven each other and forgot the whole thing. The other two sisters were silent as Clea continued. Then she added, of however, revenge was all that was on their minds. You cannot have a happy life and focus on getting revenge on someone else all the time. Odric said, that is right, and Samara knew she was wrong. Therefore she admitted, yeah, I shouldn't have. Something came to Samara's mind. She said, now we have to worry about two people, the Queen and Arthusa. Clea tried to stay calm as she said, I know I am not perfect at letting things go either. I wish I was, but hopefully this will be a lesson to all of us not to do something like that again. Samara and Odric said, okay. Clea said, now let's go play a game. They headed back to their room. The girls played together for a while. After a while, they ate lunch and played some more. Before the game was over, their parents came home. Samara said, so how did it go? Ida and Christos said, oh, then Christos said, I would rather live in Grandpa's old barn than most of those houses. Ida said, we were literally walking on the trash the whole time we were in some of the houses. Christo shook his head and said, I don't understand why anyone would sell their house along with their trash. The parents told the daughters about the many houses they saw. Soon supper was made and they all ate. Soon they all went to bed and they said their prayers. Samara prayed, thanks God for letting me have a kind family who is willing to protect me from the Queen. Please forgive me of all my sins. In Jesus' name I pray, Amen. Samara closed her eyes. Samara struggled some, but she slept better this night than the last. She did wake up once, however, she went back to sleep.